go. Are you ready? All right, let's sing. Love will guide us, peace has tried us, hope inside us will lead the way on the road from grace to giving. Love will guide us through the hard night. If you can, if you'd like to put one in, go ahead. Sing like angels. If you can, speak before thousands. You can give from deep within you. You can change the world with your love. Sing again. Love will guide us. Peace has tried us. Hope inside us will lead the way on the road from free to giving. Love will guide us through the hard night. Very nice. Thank you, Zoe. Is there a chalice later on this? Ada? Did you remember the words? Life is a gift for which we are grateful. We gather in community to celebrate the glories and mysteries of this great gift. Ready for the sign language? I got matches sticking to me. Here we go. Ready? Our mindfulness practice, I'm going to have Zoe grab the rain stick. I'm going to ask you to find a position that you feel really comfortable in, and stay still in that position for a second, okay? It could be laying down, it could be standing up. Yeah, Marianne.
I have a really good.
It's so good. I just got this as a gift from someone at church. It's
It's
beautiful.
like a wooden
Yeah.
hollow with like little windows on it.
Yeah.
I got like a rain stick too. I
Yeah.
got a rain stick too.
That's so good. I love them.
I'm
And I
always
just got,
afraid I'm
somebody
gonna
said,
get a
would you like this?
splinter
And I
from
said,
it. I'm
absolutely.
always afraid I'm gonna get a splinter from it.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna ask us to do you have a spot that you're feeling comfortable in?
Nope.
I need to find a spot that you can stay still and comfortable in.
The only spot that I can find is with him not snoring.
Okay, are you ready? Daxton, are you ready? So hold that spot for just a second. Take a deep breath, breathing in and breathing out. Okay, now I'm going to ask you to shake wherever you are, and then Zoe's going to start playing or letting that sound go, and then you're going to be still while she's playing it. Taking those breaths, breathing in. And you're going to move your body again. Yep. Oh. Yep. Okay. Then we're going to be still. And one more time. Shake out that nice dress you have today. A little Laura lot, wherever it is, living in your body, not with someone else. Be careful of someone else, please. There you go. Oh. Okay, and being still. Breathing in. And breathing out. So good. Thank you, Zoe. Wow, that was so nice.
Stand here.
Okay. Thank you. So I'm going to have a seat, Marianne. Thank you. Does anybody have a guess on who this might be?
Alexander Hamilton.
No?
Martin Luther King.
No? It's a black man. You're right, but it's not Dr. Martin Luther King. Marianne, do you know?
Someone who made a change in the world.
Somebody who did make a change in the world. Exactly right. Ariana.
Carter?
Carter. Good try. His name is kind of tricky. I'm not sure you know his name, but do you have any guesses about what he did? Yeah.
Was he Unitarian Universalist minister?
Yes. Exactly right. You're right. He's a Unitarian minister, actually, because when he became a minister, there were only Unitarians and Universalists. We hadn't joined together yet. But you're absolutely right. Yes, I guess, Elliot?
Is that Malcolm X?
No, it is not. It's a black man, though. It is a Unitarian Universalist minister. His name is, ready? It's probably not a name you've heard before. It's Egbert Ethelredge Brown.
Egbert Ethelredge Brown.
Ethelred Brown. Yeah, he's so cool because,
What's his first name?
yes, that's because I need to remember it myself because I don't want to say it wrong.
Should I see it? Brown?
Yes, Marianne.
That is a strange name.
He was,
You don't. It's like don't judge a book by its cover. It's don't judge the name or a look.
that's right, exactly
Don't
right.
judge a person by the name or the look.
That's right. It's actually a really cool name. And he's somebody who is important to me because, and important to all of us, because he's one of the first black ministers we had in Unitarianism. And the very cool thing about his story is, can I ask you guys to move, separate, because I see you're not being able to keep your hands to yourself. Can you do that? Okay, decide. All right, good decision. So the reason why he's so cool is because he was in Jamaica. You know where Jamaica is? Yes. Where's Jamaica?
The country to the east of
South, right? South and east. Yep. And so he had heard about Unitarianism. Actually, he was sitting there in a church one day and he's like, oh, this Trinity thing doesn't really make sense for me. And so he heard about Unitarianism and he just sent a letter off into, like, you would send a letter now and you have to have an address and a name and everything on it. He sent a letter off to New York City saying, hey, is there a Unitarian minister there? Does anybody know about Unitarianism? And somebody actually, he finally actually connected with the Unitarian Church in America. He came over, he saved up all his money, came over, became a minister, but what happened? Nobody wanted him as minister.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because he was a black man. And at that time,
Because only white people at that time.
that's exactly right. So he went back to Jamaica. He tried to start his own church there. Wasn't very successful. But then he saved up all his money again with his family and his friends, and he moved to New York City. And he started a community church there. And actually, that church lasted for like 30 years or something. So the reason why he's important to me today, especially, is because when we talk about how we make decisions, why do you think his decision, what was anchoring him in his decisions about his path in life? Across water, across all these barriers he had. Yeah, Ada.
That only white people were ministers.
Yep. So he defeated that. He totally didn't let that stop him. You're right. The prejudice that people had against black people. But what else didn't stop him? What else? Well, what was guiding him inside. Yeah,
His heart.
his heart, that's right. He was listening inside himself to what he thought was true and good in terms of his faith. Right? You guys are growing up as Unitarian Universalists, but he's a guy who wasn't Unitarian Universalist and found it and was like, oh my goodness, I gotta do something with this. I'm so excited about this. And so that's why he became a minister. So his whole center, his compass, was his belief. And that he felt like it was so important he wanted to share that in the world. Okay? Very important guy. 1875 he was born.
1875.
Yeah, and he became a minister in like 1912. And then his church, 1920. Okay, so our story today. Are you ready for row, row, row your boat?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, cool. All right, so we have row, row, row your boat today. We're going to sing during the story. So I need somebody who's feeling very, very wealthy today.
Huh?
Anybody feeling very rich inside? Daxton? Come on over here. Okay. Daxton. You are going to be very rich today, my dear. Right there. Anybody feeling poor in spirit today? Hey, Ada, okay, you're over here. You're going to be right here. Yeah. All right, now I need our main character. He's the boat. Oh, Henry, I see your hand up today. He's going to be named Labai. This is one of my favorite stories. If you were online last year, you would have seen Reverend Sherry traveling up and down my creek doing this story at home. Anybody remember that? Okay. Henry, can I put that on you? Okay. Anybody want to be the dog?
Aww.
Ariana, you ready?
Actually, no.
No, okay. All right, Marianne.
The hat looks ridiculous.
It looks what?
Ridiculous.
It looks ridiculous? Okay.
That is actually kind of cute.
Okay, Marianne, you're going to be the dog.
Wait.
over there.
Wait, the dog is blue.
You're going to sit down.
It's
Perfect. Okay, here we go.
Why are there lights like this?
Okay, there's Viking hats. I will tell you in a moment. All right, this story comes from Indonesia. Yep, and it's a story about this guy right here, Labai. He is a religious teacher in his community, which means, for him, he travels up and down this little creek, teaching people all about what is good and right in the world. Okay, so there's one time in his life, he gets 2 invitations. One invitation is from this person in our community who doesn't have a whole lot of money. Another invitation is from that person who has a lot of money. And they're going to have parties on the same day. So he has to decide what he's going to do. He thinks to himself, wow, the rich family down there, they're going to kill 2 buffalo, and I'm going to be awarded the buffalo heads. In that culture, that was an honor, okay? The family down here that doesn't have so much money, they're only going to probably kill 1 buffalo, and that's the only thing I'm going to get is 1 buffalo head. So, he decides he wants to go to both parties, and he figures out what he's going to do first is, he's going to travel upstream to the poorer family, and then he's going to enjoy his 1 buffalo head. Then he's going to travel downstream to the other family, and he's going to get the 2 down there. Okay? Are you ready?